Anyway, let's talk about the goalkeepers, because I was going to ask everyone who you'd have as the number one. This is the man who we're expecting between the sticks for every World Cup game. It's less than 3 months to go. We don't, until our first game, we don't know our number one. Joe Hart, if you're listening, you're not in our number one. I don't even need to ask these guys. You're rubbish. Yeah, thank goodness. Adam, for once, has some... I'm not going to say anything. But the selection is between Jordan Pickford, Jack Butland, and Nick Pope. Let me just start off with, only maybe for these international friendlies, see how he's like under pressure, because he's never represented England before. I'm going to have to go with Nick Pope, because I think he's done really well at Burnley. He's actually done really well to replace Tom Heaton while he's been out for a very long time. And in my eyes, Sean Dyche has probably learnt from him that, if Tom Heaton's injured, I've got this guy. He's been so reliable. Burnley have been good again this season. They're going to stay up, just like they had done the season before. A great manager. And Nick Pope has been doing all the great saves he's done for Burnley. And I honestly think, Tom Heaton's not even in the goalkeeper selection. Okay, it's probably because he's injured, but Nick Pope is just doing it for me. Jack, who would your number one be?
Mine would be the one with the best name, Jack Butland. Simply for the fact that he was actually looking to be England's number one before he got injured playing for England. And obviously it's taken a while to get back.
Let's not forget he was the goalkeeper against Germany in the international.
Yeah, exactly. So he's taken a while maybe to get back to his best. He's with a poor Stoke team. I mean, I say what Connor said earlier, that the defence around him is poor, which is probably why they're conceding so many goals. But as talked about earlier, when Joe was saying, would you have him in your team? If Chelsea sold Courtois, hopefully I'd bring in somebody like Jack Butland, because I think he's a young English goalkeeper, and I think he deserves the right to be England's number one. So.
Connor Porter?
Yeah, just follow up on Jack's point. Jack Butland should be starting for England, especially in these friendlies and in the World Cup in the summer. Out of those goalkeepers on that list, despite Nick Pope's form, he hasn't been the solid number one for Burnley since the start of the season. That role was Tom Heaton's before he got injured, I think it was.
Yeah.
So for me, I think Jack Butland should get the opportunity, because when he does eventually move to a bigger club, you'll start to realise how good of a goalkeeper he actually is when he's in front of a solid defence. So, yeah, I think Butland should get the number one gig.
And if anything, Butland will probably be out of the Britannia, or whatever you call it these days.
Considering they're in a position where they look like they're going to go down, I think, this will be the summer where Butland proves himself. And it might even be one of those summers where you get that kind of player that plays really well at the World Cup, and then he gets a big move somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true. I mean, Ochoa did it for Mexico.
Good opportunity for him to get that move away, especially with Stoke's situation and the fact that they could potentially go down to the Championship. So, yeah, Butland, number one for me.
Joe Stanley.
Yeah, I've got to agree with the two lads.
You're going to have to be quick.
Jack Butland, obviously, he's been peppered with shots at Stoke, so the defence in front of him has been poor, but you put him in a top 4, top 6 side, I think he'd be a fantastic signing. Don't quite want him at Liverpool yet. He's on the 5-man goalkeeping list.
What do you mean you don't want him yet? You've got
No, we haven't got Karius, but Karius.
Not even so.
Want to lose a couple more games.
We've been linked with Alisson, so come on, Alisson.
Wow.
But, yeah, Jack Butland,
Just
fantastic goalkeeper. Do well in a top 6 side.
Don't wish what you hope for.
Should be England number 1 for the World Cup. Just briefly.
Okay, Adam, very quickly.
I'm going to go for Jordan Pickford.
Jordan Pickford.
Just because Everton's defence has been weak this year, and he's managed to get crucial points from.
Yes, I feel as though he needs more time.
I at least give him a shot for the friendlies.
Yeah.
If you don't give him a shot for the friendlies, I
think that's why I'm saying that for Pope.
Yeah.
Friendlies will help.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, there's 2 games. Put one each for each half, apart from Joe Hart.